Hey, you guys. What's today? Well, I'm doing this on Thursday, but you're seeing this on Friday. Okay, business out of the way. Entertainment purposes only. Happy Pride Month, you guys. Don't forget our Zoom room where we practice uncensored freedom of speech on June 22nd. That's a Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. If it's your first time, just reach out to me at Healing Truth Tarot, all one word, no dashes, no underscores, just one word, healingtruthtarot@gmail.com, and I'll send you the link. If you've already been, it's the same link. If you can't find your link, I'll send you another one. Just let me know, okay? Through the email, please. Last night, when you're seeing this, it'll be Friday, as I said. Repeat yourself much, Shelley. Okay. Don't forget Thursday night, all live, 8:30 p.m. Eastern every Thursday. Political and spiritual questions. Okay, with a positive spin. We're yanking our heads out of that dark hole. Get our heads out of there. And members only, live, first Friday of every month, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Also, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, personal and spiritual questions. So if you want to join the membership, with the membership it's $1.99 a month. Click on the join button. If you can't find it, go to the description box directly below each video. Click on more and scroll down just a little bit, and there's a link that'll take you to the join button. It's again $1.99 a month. We get the live once a month, and we also get you guys get the monthly forecast. Okay. So we're gonna check on we're gonna see if the revival of the bromance is BS. So let's see. Anywho, had to pause you for a sec. Anywho, let's honestly, spoiler alert. I think they're so full of crap that they wouldn't know the truth if it bit them in the backside. We have flyers. We have a lot of flyers. I was just told my intuition is correct. Let's bring you down. There you go. And let's see what these flyers are. Okay, we have judgment. He meant what he said, and he said what he meant. Okay, thank you, Spirit Team. So he's getting a little nervous that it's going to come back on him. Okay. I must censor something here. I'll do it better later. Okay. I forgot about the weight. Oh, yeah, right? I forgot to tell you. We're using the pink AE Weight Classic Rider Weight Tarot. Or Weight Tarot. Okay. So we have the Lovers. The Lovers. Okay. Okay, the truth is, other than offering him, and again, they don't do anything by the book. They don't do anything by law. They don't do anything by the Constitution. Okay? So don't be surprised if he offers the Space Cadet something that has to do with being involved with the government. Okay? So don't be surprised. We have the Four of Pentacles, coins. That is the holding on card. These two have not learned their lesson about one another yet, because they're two peas in a pod. And the problem is, it's not like they're, oh, we're two peas in a pod, look how good we get along, we, understand each other, blah, blah, blah. They do understand each other, but they're competitive. They're competing with one another for power. And then we have the working together, trying to, what's the word? I always forget this word. Whatever, they're working together. I'm not going to sit here and hurt myself. It'll come to me. Working together. Trying to build something, these two. But they've already had their tower moment. See, that's the thing. Knight of Cups. Spirit team just said coercion. Oh my goodness. Knight of Cups. Okay, so someone's bringing it, and they're bringing this, some emotional news. This is about emotion, period. About the both of them, and it's a tumultuous relationship. They've been competing with each other since day one. One wants to be the president, and the other one wants to be the rich guy that's the president. Okay? They're just jealous of one another. It's never going to work out. On the bottom, we have the Sun card. Things coming to light. Recognitions. Observations. Not acceptance of those observations. Not acceptance of those realizations. Okay, thank you, Spirit Team. So they both know this is not going to work. It still isn't going to work. The next time they get mad at each other, they'll be back at it. So let's see. Is the Space Cadet going to spill the beans to someone who can actually do something about the information? Looks like stabbed in the back. The end. Tens are endings. Stabbed in the back. The end of the battle. And you can see that as a positive thing or as a negative thing. And one way it can be a relief, and another way it's painful. That's how they do one another. So yeah, he's going to share the contender selection pilferage information with somebody who can actually do something about it. And people are already onto it. He opened his mouth, he opened the can of worms, and now you see all of these counties, states, demanding recounts. But okay, let's remember, you can't recount something that was burned. You can't recount something that was thrown out in the garbage back in November. You can't recount those things. There's going to have to be another election. And nobody wants to hear that. She should have her rightful place, okay? But that takes being able to recount things that don't exist anymore. You can't recount ballots that don't exist anymore. Unless they can figure out where in the system things got flipped and put them back to rights. And I imagine that somebody can do that. I imagine there's all kinds of people, professional people who can do that. Technical type of work. There's your tower. Yeah, so the Bromance revival is BS. Each one of them thinks they're going to get something out of this. Tumultuous relationships, abusive relationships, and that's what this is. They're two bullies vying for power, right? And violent relationships, abusive relationships are the most difficult to let go of. Fighting, arguing, that's not going to stop. Thank you, Spirit Team. They're just doing this for the public eye. Which part of nobody likes the Space Cadet didn't either one of them hear? No one's happy about this. Not one single person. There isn't anybody, I don't think there's anybody in Congress that thinks this is a good idea. Yeah, I mean, one of them creating havoc is bad enough, but two of them? Please, somebody give me a break. Okay, this was actually on the bottom of the deck, and now there it is. That's the Seven of Pentacles. So that is reaping your rewards. If you sowed bad seeds, you're going to get bad results. And I often see Pentacles as results. Making a decision to move along. Looking at greener pastures. And it can also be about waiting for your ship to come in. Taking action on a choice. Okay, next video we're going to channel Martin Luther King Jr. Spirit team said he wanted to speak to us. Yep. Eight of Cups, walking away from an existing situation. And the Eight of Swords, trapped. Feeling trapped. Feeling stymied. Unable to move. Unable to accept the truth. That was pretty good, you guys. Okay, what can we do right now? Let's get a card or two out of our What Lies Beneath. Hidden Futures. Slippery little suckers. All right, you guys, let's shuffle it a couple times, they said. Back down you go. Promiscuous. Free for all. You know what? I'm not going to show you the picture. I think it might be, I don't want to get flagged. Promiscuous. Messing around. Take whatever they can get. Private relationship. Yeah, the private relationship is abusive. And we saw some of that with the tweets and with the responses to those tweets. You can't take back. He can't take back what he said. He can't. I think he's afraid. Now, when he did that, he was all arrogant, and his ego was even bigger than it usually is. And I'm talking about the Space Cadet. When he did that, he was like, "Well, I've got, I'm rich. I got lawyers. I don't care if they nail me for it." Now that he's calmed down a bit, he is thinking on that. You already put it out there, dude. You can't take that back. Nice try. And they both need some anger management, that's for sure. Well, speaking of which, and this is not, I'm not complaining, I'm just observing. I noticed that many of you stated that you're angry. Well, you be angry. I was angry all day yesterday, and my son was angry all day the day before. And neither one of us could figure out where that was coming from. It just is. Anger is a catalyst. Use it as a catalyst for change. What are you consciously creating? Are we feeding into the drama? Or are we redirecting our thoughts to something else? To the way we really want things to be? Check yourself. They need to check themselves. They need to watch what they're saying. That's what Spirit Team just said. They need to be careful of what they're saying. Personally, I hope that they're not careful of what they're saying. Spirit Team says they're going to get into it again. Love story. Once upon a time, there were two lovers named the Space Cadet and Humpty. But that was once upon a time. It is no more. I love it when that card comes up for those two. Oh, knowing they messed up. Censored. Yeah, that's what Spirit Team just said. Can't take it back. Burning evidence. Trying to hide what was said. Removing the comments that were said. Humpty had his phone taken from him. And his computer access. Because he was going to say stuff. Incriminating things. Game over. You can't get any clearer than that, and you can't make this crap up, you guys. It's a beautiful thing, people. Ah, that was lovely. Let's get a confirmation, or an affirmation, excuse me, for badasses. Happiness is a choice, and today I choose to be over the effing top happy. Redirect those thoughts. Pull our heads out of that hole. Out of that abyss. Out of the abyss. Out of the black hole. All right. Well, that was pretty good. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for showing up. Much love, many blessings. And I'll see you in the funny papers.